Hello and welcome to a review to a super awesome set. Lego set 7783 Lego Batman, the Batcave, the Penguin, and Mr. Freeze's invasion. But yeah, this is the freaking Batcave. One of the biggest, I think this is the biggest superhero set. I mean, Arkham Asylum, the new one comes, I think that one's pretty big too. I think that one's got more pieces, but in terms of just scale and how it spreads out, this is the biggest, I believe. And yeah, the freaking Batcave. So we have Batmobile's turntable. We've got Mr. Freeze. We've got Alfred, one of the rarest figures, and Bruce Wayne, one of the rarest figures you can get. Bruce Wayne, you can combine him with different figures to make him, but Alfred is one of the rarest figures you can get. Mr. Freeze's henchman. You got some penguins. You got a little submarine with Penguin on it, the first release of Penguin, until the Arkham Asylum, the first version of Arkham Asylum comes along. And got the first release of Robin there, little Robin boat. Batman in the golden logo suit, pretty awesome. You got some unique pieces here, like the Bat logo printed on there, some sticker sheets. You got a sort of an ice Bat vehicle. This won't be the last ice Bat vehicles. So yeah, a lot of good stuff here. Oh, just a quick look at the top of the box. Got a display of all different figures right there. Pretty cool. Till today, we still don't have a second version outfit. I wonder what gives. Photo on the box, another just picture of the part of the picture and the cover. And on the back, showing you the gimmicks of the set. You got a bat suit changer thingy. Fire net firer. You got the main screens. Got the turntable, a lot of bat accessories, got a ton of those now, advert of all different sets, and then finally a sort of comic book in the corner right here. So let's take a quick look at that. So, oh, Mr. Freeze and stuff, bat signal, Alfred's like, and Robin is sort of kind of like, huh, or sort of eating something. These are really kind of badly drawn. and then Batmobile gets dressed to the Batman, and then they drive out, Robin on the boat, and Batman on the ice thing, but then suddenly they're being invaded, and then Batman actually comes back and gets them in a net, and Mr. Freeze in a prison cell somehow. This, yeah, just, I know it's a comic based on a comic book, but if you're gonna give us that kind of quality of storytelling, just yeah, try harder. Anyway, my amateur Lego movies were better than that. We've got two instruction manual books in here. Both pretty much the same size as like a little magazine or the bat plane. But these this one's set this way. Focus. There we go. Yeah, but then when you open it up, it's horizontal. So you're like, what the hell? Yeah, all the figures assembled in one go. Pretty cool. Penguins assembled. The last page, you have the main center Batcave assembled. And in book 2, to be continued, this one's actually fared a lot better than book 1. I think there's a shinier cover. Goes all the way to the back. Let's just look at the back. We got, advertisement of this Batmobile, which I do have and I will review as well. And then after review it, I might not be keeping it. Advertisement to Lego Club, boring. Advertisement again. I've seen a lot of those. Parts guide. So, you know what? Just from now on, just look for the parts guide online. There's like a brick set or something. They have a parts guide there. And here are some alternate builds of Batcave. You can build sort of like a Bat space shuttle. Looks like a space shuttle. And some sort of icy base. So it's like an Arctic ship. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Look at the top there. You can like 2 cockpits. It's just a really cool looking build. The cockpit is anyway. The back's not so much. You can also sort of build a Bat helicopter because we don't have many of those already. And a sort of different style Batcave with a sword and shield. It's a neat little thing. Like it compresses the whole Batcave into a smaller set. So triple layer set, so it's interesting to do. And back here we have a gimmicky page. Oh, I think that's more than one of these yet. One gimmick guide page. I think there's one more. No, that's it. Well, and just pretty much a full illustration of the whole set right there. Focus. There we go. That's cool. So for me personally, I think the whole Batcave is split into 4 or 5 set pieces. If I just remove this chunk right here, so this is the main body here. So the main body, it's a Bat computer. You got these 2 walkways to go off to the other 2 sides. Underneath here is where you just saw me connect that plate, which connects to the turntable, where the Batmobile or whatever main Bat vehicle you want to be sitting there. With the set, it's got this sort of ice gliding vehicle. It's got, like, you know, rails and like little skis underneath. So it's sort of like a Bat ski mobile that comes with this set. But because if you do have the Batmobile set that came in Two-Face, when this first came out, then of course that can, you know, sit there as well, and you know, replace that Bat ski thing. So, so underneath there you got a set of tools, obviously for Batman to mess around with, you know, vehicles. You got some sort of like rock formation in the back there, you know, just to, you know, tell you, hey, it's a cave, and there's a gap in the middle there, so you can obviously do stuff there if you want. You know, expand that. You got just a single black brick underneath there, so it's like, hey, it's a step. You can hide things here, and you know, expand the whole base if you choose to. And you got this spinny ladder thing, which, yeah, it looks visually fine, but you can see it's not the most solid thing, and of course there's no studs on these stairs, so the minifigures can't actually walk on them, which is kind of annoying. And then we get to the top, which we have this sort of soft bar here just hanging around as a railing. It's fine, doesn't really hinder the figures if they are walking up. On the left hand side here we have the computer panel of Two-Face and Harvey Dent. Based on whatever, and we have a little jar here holding one of the Joker's laughing gas thingy-majigs, little laughing bombs. Over here we have a computer screen. I should move this camera actually. There we go. And sharpen. Yeah, so we've got a computer screen there with a smaller computer screen, a big keyboard and radar and sensor. We've got a fingerprint sticker that goes on this plate here. And so he's looking at fingerprints. There's a little diamond, there's a tiny dinosaur, which is a homage to the huge sort of mechanic dinosaur that Batman has in the cave. And you know, like for example the giant coin from Two-Face. The Batcave has these, I guess, memorabilias that he has from beating up the villains. And you got another same computer screen on this side. On the back you got Two-Face coins, Joker cards, alarm, and map of Gotham City. So the computer screen is always the same. We have a katana sword right here, so whoever he's been fighting, maybe Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, or you know, that ninja guy that's really lame in the animated series. Who knows? He's got the Bat phone with a little red signal there, that's funny, and a little compartment here which stores some of your batarangs or gadgets. That's the main part of this base. Now, next you have this left-hand side. I'm going to push this aside for now. You can see this, because this whole thing does end up being pretty big. Like, it takes up a lot of space. Oh, camera down here. So there's a rat there, not very clean. A canister, which is probably some sort of fuel. A ladder there, and this just connects to this. And you can see it's some sort of little harbor seaport area. There's a cannon here that you can fire, as well as a net launcher, which kinda works. Kinda. What you do is this is just a normal, like, standard net. Okay, so it's like tied, got these little knots, and it's glued down a little bit. You just fold it, and fold it, and fold it, and just sort of stick it in there. And there is enough friction to make it sort of pop out if you push it just hard enough. Now this thing rotates, and there's a special piece here which is Bat logo actually molded in, and there's a seat there. There should be a switch here to, yeah. So instead of just pushing it up and down, you actually have to turn this little wheel to make it go up and down, so it goes up really up and down really slowly. Don't know why that's an actual gimmick, but it is. And so you can come down here and there'll be a little bat boat that you can have, and you can attach this little rope. It's like a little hand glide string thingy. So that's there. So I'm just gonna unplug this again because it's like sort of a little hassle to move all these around in the Go. So I'm gonna move that to the side there. I'm gonna move on to this side where we have. I'm not quite sure what most of this is, to be honest. So here we are. I'm gonna move this up just there, so it's closed. Attaches to here. Okay, so the back here, I do know what this is. So you got these nice chains here, which is really reminiscent of you know, the Batman movie. So you know, do, and these chains there, the lights turn on. You're like, oh my god, there's the bat suit finally. Well, you got two containers here. The gimmick on the box is you put Bruce Wayne there, and you know, turn around and it's like, oh my god, it's Batman. But for me, I don't use it that way. I usually have the extra black suit bat suits here because my favorite suits. I just have two of them in here. It's like a storage thing. And I'll line up all the extra bat suits on the side. And then next here we have a trap door, which looks like so. I have a trap door here, so stopping people from stealing the bat suit. So I'm gonna guess that underneath here is meant to be a prison, right? Makes sense. It's got all these bars down there. Move them down a little bit. Yeah, a prison cell, right? Sure. By the way, then there's a little weightlifting area. So prison cell, fine. But there's a huge hole on the back. Like if I just turn this around, you can see that there's this huge sort of hole tank thing just there. The sliding is not an actual gimmick. It's just because it's so loose, like it's just sitting there. So I'm really not sure. Like if the prisoners are down there, they can just walk out. Like what's behind here that's stopping them from coming out? So I don't know if it's actual prison or not. And you can just open this up and then be like, yay, prison out. So it's weird for me. I think it looks kind of cool, but I don't use it as a prison. Sometimes I put extra bat suits there. Sometimes I might use it as a prison, but I just overall not quite sure what the hell I'm doing with that. And sometimes it's just sort of weird. The box doesn't help at all. I looked at the box for ages. I'm not quite sure what it's for. And finally, for the actual base part, there's a bit of dust on here. You have the turntable, which you can plug in any on 3 directions. I usually have them this way, to the side, and just plug that in. If it'll plug in, come on. Yeah, this whole thing's a bit wobbly because it's a very thin piece. So I'm just gonna, can I just plug in? You know, that's impossible. The bottom of this turntable base isn't exactly the most stable thing. Look at that, there's not too many supports. It's just a huge square ring. So this side we can plug in easily. So I'm going to do that. There we go, plugged in. So yeah, just a huge plate, and you've got this ramp there so the Batmobile can go off. And there's a little switch here that you can just turn. Kinda. It always gets stuck. What's it stuck on now? Come on, turn. Can you turn full rotation without getting stuck again? Please don't do that. Yeah, there you go. Look, it's stuck. I'm twisting something in there. I don't like it. Just, is it? Yeah. Not the best build ever. So that's that. So that's the entire Batcave setup. Obviously I like the center bit. This bit I'm okay, I'm different. I mean obviously he needs a place for the bat boats and stuff, so yeah, that's fine. The bat cannon thing I don't really care for. This could have easily just been a flat piece or just have some rock formation. I would have been happy enough. The toy gimmicky bits of this bat cannon is, I mean, it's okay, but I could do without it. On this side, I do like the little bat thing on the top, the little weightlifting counter. That's pretty cool. But the cage underneath, while visually looks really interesting and very Batman-y, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. As for this part, you could just remove the centerpiece and slide it up closer, but you know, it's there, so it's neat enough, I guess. So just, again, don't really think find it annoying that the turntable kind of doesn't work, but it's nice to have still. Now, vehicles. Like I said, this comes with a little Bat snowmobile. Underneath you got these 4 blades there that help it go across, and you got this actual hatch that opens up. Again, you're going to sit one person there. You can almost sit 2 people in there, but nope. The flame on the back cause is a Bat vehicle, and you got 2 some machine guns on the front and some Bat logos on the flats. So I mean, yeah, it looks okay. No big deal though. It's an average Bat vehicle. It was nice to have when it first came out, but now that we have all these other Bat vehicles, it just doesn't seem that impressive or necessary anymore for those new Bat vehicles. Especially one of this. There's another one that's sort of looks like a snow glidey thingy. Next vehicle, we have a tiny boat for Robin. It's really small. It's got a big cannon on it, so that looks a bit weird and unaerodynamic with these 2 flaps that come down. Yeah, it's got these Bat pieces there to hold it up a little bit. It's okay. It's a cute little thing, I guess. Again, not too special. But that goes into the boat areas because they're giving you a boat area, but they don't want to make the set super damn expensive. So it's more expensive than it already is. So they're not putting another Bat boat there. And just get the other Bat boat set if you want to. So I get it. But you know, they don't want it to feel empty either, so let's just stick a tiny Robin boat there to fill up the space. Next we have, and Batboat's got to go against the Penguin submarine. Later there is a bigger Penguin submarine that was released, but with the Batcave you just get a small one. And a propeller on the back, and yeah, it looks like a Penguin little scope. 2 sort of window stickers there. Oops. That's not meant to happen. Yeah, you can open this up on both sides, and both sides also, the other side fell off as well. So open up both sides, you can see that the scope there goes underneath there, it's actually there, and it's a sort of control panel and screen, pressure gauge screen going on. But you can only fit 1 person, this is like a single person submarine. The later Penguin one is way bigger. Way bigger. And that goes to the side as well. So that's all the vehicles. There's still other few bits. There's Penguin gets a vehicle, and Mr. Freeze just gets here's a tiny little snowy mountain thing that you can trap someone inside. So we finally move to the actual figures. We get 3 different little mini build penguins. You can see that. 1 fell off. So we got those. I'm going to just put them down, well, 2 of them down. The box did came with extra pieces, so if you don't want penguins to be holding a gun, you can just give them another flap on the side. Very simple build really. The penguins today, released recently, are also still very similar. They've altered a little bit using slightly different pieces, for example a little slope on the head. Some people call it the cheese wedge piece. It looks like a cheese wedge, I guess, for the head. So the penguin looks more, I don't know, it makes the penguin look a bit more angry and aggressive than the flatheads. We have a, running out of space here on this surface. We have a Mr. Freeze goon here. It's pretty much identical to the Joker and Two-Face goon, except he has a blue top. Also has a Tommy gun just like all the other goons, and yeah, same head and everything. So yeah, very similar goon, which is fine. All the goons look generic and the same. It's kind of funny, like in a video game kind of way. But I mean, eventually we got different looking goons, which is good. But the first wave thing, it was cheeky fun. And then next we have Mr. Freeze. Later we got a Mr. Freeze that's much more closer to the Arkham Asylum game versions. And I like that Mr. Freeze a lot, but I also like this one because this one reminds me of the animated series, especially with the head. Just remove that piece. Mr. Freeze, this is pretty hard to come by Mr. Freeze figure. There was also the other, you know, the little Bat buggy set with a little Mr. Freeze sort of cart. So you can Mr. Freeze. This version of Mr. Freeze, at least, it is in more than one set. The Goon it's not though, so if you really want that blue body and that head in a combination, you're gonna have to get it. But yeah, this is a pretty nice Mr. Freeze head, and the backpack is very simple in design, little gun there. It's okay. Mr. Freeze does not have any texture. They didn't bother printing his body. Maybe they ran out of budget or something for the designs. I'm not quite sure why they did that. Wouldn't make sense to have a printed body as well. And then we have Penguin. Now, this set is the first release of Penguin and Mr. Freeze, so sort of in a way it's just nice to get these guys for the first time. They do, like I said, Mr. Freeze appears in one more set and Penguin as well, so eventually these figures do. For some reason they get to feel a bit more boring, and I feel like I've seen them more than they've appeared. Like I keep thinking they're in more sets than they actually are for some reason. But yeah, this first ever Penguin set. Even today, the new superhero versions of Penguin, he's still very similar. I do wish they would, alter him a lot more than they have. Next we have Robin, right here. Yeah, I do like this. This version of Robin is pretty neat. Very simple but neat. The hair is a bit messy. I mean, I don't agree with the hair too much, but later we got many different versions of Robin, and this one's okay. The newer versions, I do prefer the newer versions a bit more. But again, this one is meant to sort of be similar to the animated series, even down to the hairstyle. Actually, no, not the hairstyle, but the body, the suit, and the mask is very animated series. He does not have a secondary face, unlike the newer ones. That's missing there, but a pretty nice suit. And then we have Bruce Wayne right here, just kind of suit, no backprints, but oops. I do wish they would have a new updated Bruce Wayne, and they do with the new Batcave, but no. I wish they had like a Robin or a new Alfred. But this Bruce Wayne is okay, very generic looking, to be honest. The new one is a bit more specialized. But I do have a soft spot, so I think it still looks pretty decent. It's just not too special. And, overall, as a design. And finally, we have Alfred, who actually has his hair printed all the way around. The hair is actually printed on the side, so that's pretty interesting for a Lego figure. No back print on the head. There's no back print on the clothing. I think his hair's getting a bit. Yeah, the back of his hair is rubbed off a little bit. Oops. And yeah, there's the face. It's definitely Alfred. His suit and everything looks pretty cool. Alfred is one of the rarest minifigures out there, as well as Nightwing, which we'll see in the next Arkham Asylum set. And he's just holding a tray, just trying to serve, Batman and Robin. A decent figure. I like it. I like Alfred. I like Alfred in the animated series because he's got like a secret service pass. So yeah, that's the Batcave. I cannot get this in the frame. Let me just try to, cause I almost got everything in the frame. So yeah, for the first time in superheroes, we managed to get Robin, Mr. Freeze Goon, Alfred, Bruce Wayne, and Penguin. You saw the black Batman suit in the little cage there, so I'll just put the other one here. I'm not gonna take it out again. Let's vehicle move aside a little bit. So you can see all the figures. Yeah, they're all there. A lot of little Penguin mechs. Really, this set has has quite a few exclusive figures. This version of Bruce Wayne, Freeze Goon, and Alfred, these are exclusive to the set. Freeze Goon, you can easily just gather pieces and make your own because that head is in quite a lot of sets. Mr. Freeze is the exclusive head, not exclusive head, a rare head that comes in one more set that's also gone skyrocket. This set itself is very expensive these days because I mean it was quite expensive to start off with. It was a really big set, and it's a really good set. I really like this Batcave compared to the new one. The new one's a different style. I'm glad that they went with a different style. I prefer this one because it's bigger. It's got more oomph to it, and it feels more complete. The new one is sort of the more modern, flashy Batcave, and while it's also nice in its own right because it's different, I'm glad they didn't just make a smaller version of this sort of design for the superheroes release. I like this one more. I also like the new one, but I like this one more. And in fact, if you do have both, well, it doesn't make too much sense to have two back computers. I can say you can sort of combine, like you got the new wing and the old wing of the Batcave, combine them both and make like a super Batcave. I do think you can do that, and I do think it looks pretty neat. The new one doesn't have a turntable. That's another sin of the new. That's actually a sin of the new one. It just has a doorway for the Batmobile to come out. So you can actually put the doorway on this side, or the new Batcave doorway on this side, and just combine the sets that way. I think it does work pretty well. Yeah, and the vehicles in here, they're nothing too special. Like you can get like a Robin boat later, like a bigger Robin boat release. There's a bigger Penguin release, and there's also a newer sort of ice vehicle. So none of these vehicles are very special. They're sort of smaller versions of what you can get later. But for first thing, it's all in one package. It's pretty neat. So all in all, this is a really good Batcave with some exclusive figures, some of the rarest figures released by LEGO. If you like your DC superhero stuff, this is a must get. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get a set that's brand new, and it shouldn't be too hard to get a complete set. There's quite a lot of complete used sets on eBay, but again, the price is very, very expensive, and you don't know what the condition of the bricks are like. So for the most part, a lot of these pieces you can get individually on Bricklink and stuff, but obviously you still have some exclusive parts like the printed Bat logo, and obviously all the stickers is going to be annoying. So there are reproduction stickers out there, but they're also a bit pricey. So you gotta save up a lot of money to get this Batcave. But when you do get this Batcave, I think you will be happy and pleasantly surprised by how nice it is when it all comes together. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye.
You